Welcome again to Rescue My Properties. We are the fastest growing people's network for business property solutions in the UK. Now, again, you may be thinking, why should I join Rescue My Properties? What are the benefits? How do I get clients? Now, this is probably one of the most critical questions that any consultant would be asking themselves. And what I've done is I've done a short snippet here for you to work out the key benefits of working with us as an organisation, or the key things you would need to ask of anybody really who may be a potential target client for you. So if you're out networking, talking to businesses, talking to a friend, I've never been in a situation where I haven't picked up clients from asking these 10 or 13 questions which I'm going to give you now. I'm going to give you the questions first, then I'm also going to go through answering the questions in terms of the type of services we can be providing. But I'm going to make it brief, because I don't want it to be a long conversation, because your conversations need to be short, to the point. It should be easy business for you. If it's not, then you're in the wrong business. Okay? So first question is, you're talking to somebody casually over a cup of tea, you met them at a networking event. So some of the conversations you should be having is, do you have a house? Do you have buy-to-let properties? Are you looking for finance? Do you have a pension? Do you buy properties or looking to buy? Do you have any legal issues? Any issues with creditors? Are you looking to cut costs? Are you looking to sell your properties? Are you looking to reduce your tax liability? Are you looking to set up a limited company for your assets? Are you looking to develop a facility, a banking type fund to actually purchase more properties? If you get a no to all those questions, there's a last killer question you can ask, which is the reason that you're watching this video. Have you ever thought of becoming a consultant? Because any consultant that you introduce will also get you a referral fee, 10% for whatever we make. Okay, so those are the key questions, which are opening lines. You can phrase them in different ways. There'll probably be many other questions that you would pick up based upon whatever type of industry you're on. You may want to focus them around that, and maybe around the legal side. So these are the sort of some basic ones to actually start a conversation going. Now, I'm going to cover each one in a fair amount of detail. So if somebody's got a house, they're more likely, but depending on the loan, the amount of debt they have on the house, and the equity in the house, they'll have a particular requirement. They may want to sell, they might want to finance, they may have a legal issue with the creditor or negative equity. There could be a number of issues that could come out of that conversation. So each question could lead to 20 other questions, but let's just keep the questions and some of the potential services or solutions you can provide very simple. Secondly, do you have a buy-to-let property? If yes, or if you have more than one, what's the rough loan to value? Depending on the loan to value, there could be numerous things that they could be doing with that portfolio. Without going into the detail of that, it could be a financial solution. They may want to finance, they may want to sell, they may want to buy, they may have a legal issue with the bank regarding their properties, they could have a negative equity issue if their loan to value is very high. All these things would come out. Obviously, you could take a hazard guess. If they're low loan to value, they're probably looking to buy to probably grow. If they're high loan to value, they may be looking to consolidate or look at reducing their costs. So these are the sort of conversations that would come out of these very simple, short but brief questions. Thirdly, are you looking for finance? If they're looking for finance, what type? Is it for a business? Is it for a house? Is it for property? Is it for development projects? Is it for joint venture funding? Is it unsecured? Is it secured? So all these myriad of answers will come out depending on their sets of circumstances. So you can then find out what type of finance is it? Is it for a property? Is it for a joint venture? Is it for a particular development? And you may ask a question like that, and you might end up doing a pension release for them. You may ask a question like that, you might end up selling a property for them. You may ask a question like that, you may find that they've got a legal issue with something, they can't get out, and they need to sort that problem out before they can get the finance. So this business is so simple. Just with these three simple questions could be enough to create enough of a conversation for you to actually get into the nitty-gritty of a particular need they may have. So this is, I have to reiterate, is a needs business. Somebody needs something, you find out what their need is, you provide the solution. Now, other questions that we said, do you buy properties? If it's yes, if they're buying a property over 1 million, yes, we can structure something for them that allows them to save stamp duty. There's a 50% stamp duty saving that we can set up for them. Or if they're looking to sell, then there could be other issues that we have around. If they're looking to sell, there could be other issues that we could deal with, such as legal issues or reducing their CGT, deal with anything else that they've got around the sales side. They may have some legal issues with something. There's a question you can ask them. Is there anything legal that you need any help with? It could be conveyancing, it could be a debt issue, it could be a repossession, it could be a probate matter, it could be LPA receivers, it could be something quite generic. But we're happy to meet with those clients, or you can meet with them, find out more, come back to us, and we can help you work out what services we can provide. Then other issues, other questions might be any issues with creditors. In that situation, we've got a legal department, we can use finance, we can do a sale. All these things are in-house, which are designed to help the client to deal with their particular need again. Another question is, are you looking to cut costs? So we can reduce tax, management costs, sale costs, running costs, purchase costs, etc., etc. Are you looking to reduce your tax liability? If yes, we've got products which we can reduce your income tax, your CGT, inheritance tax, all down to nada, which is Spanish, which is zero. So if you bring clients to us, not only are they going to be getting an amazing service, they're also going to find out about things that they never knew about before. But becoming an associate with us will give you so many benefits. So other simple questions are you looking to set up a limited company? If yes, we've got structures where, again, there could be a tax saving, so you're paying hardly any tax, pretty much zero tax. So are you looking to set up a facility to actually buy more assets? If yes, we can give you business advice, we can give you business consultation, look at your business, see how you're setting it up, how you're doing it. We can also give you further options around bridging, unsecured finance. We can even get you funding on other assets which you may not have considered, such as a car, a truck, a yacht, a helicopter, a watch, jewellery, at very cheap rates through our network of commercial funders. So why not become a full member with us and join the benefits of being able to answer any question any client has and fulfilling their property needs. Thank you very much.